everyone, my name is Satrio Diwantono and my student number is 11-2017-103. This video is made for the submission of the practice of TEAL class assignment of micro teaching for grade 10 students. So let's just start the micro teaching. Hello everyone, how are you? I hope you are all doing good. In today's online meeting, we are going to discuss about asking and giving information about plants. We are also going to take a look at the language features that we commonly use to ask and tell someone about our plants. But why is it necessary for us to learn about it? This specific skill will help us a lot in our daily communication because we wouldn't only be able to tell someone about ourselves, but also to ask about their self. And it can also help us to make friends with other people because we can use this skill when we communicate with others and also use it in small talks. So let's just jump into our material. Asking and giving information about plants. I'm going to start this with a warming up. So we are gonna read a conversation and you may read it together with me. Here is the conversation. A long weekend is coming. Riri, Santi, and Bayu are talking about their holiday plans. Pay attention to the parts written in bold. It will be a long weekend soon. Do you have any plans? I'm not sure. I don't have any idea yet. I think I might stay at home. Stay at home? Well, you could do something more interesting. So what about you, Bayu? Do you have any plans? Definitely. My dad and I are going to go fishing. Fishing? Are you going to go fishing in the river near your house? No, we plan to go fishing in a lake near my uncle's house. Would you like to come with us? Fishing? That sounds great, but I would rather stay at home than go fishing. What about you, Riri? What would you like to do on the long weekend? I have made a plan with my mother about what to do on this long weekend. We are going to practice baking cookies. That sounds like a very good plan. Are you going to bake chocolate chips cookies like the last times? Well, yes, that is my favorite, but we will also try to make ginger cookies. Lucky you. Your mom is a real baker, isn't she? Do you still want to stay at home alone? Or would you like to join me to learn baking cookies? You can come to my house. It's a good idea. Or will you go fishing with me and my dad? I think I would like to bake cookies with Riri. Thanks for inviting me, Riri. No problem. I'll tell you the time on Friday. Thanks a lot. I can't wait to join you. Have a nice long weekend, everyone. You too. Now, after reading the dialogue, what do you think is the function of the expressions written in bold? I'll give you some time to think about it. Have you got it? Yes, they are all used to ask and give information about your plans. So we have two purposes here, asking and giving. But did you notice that each purpose has different forms? To help you differentiate the forms, let us do an activity on this table. Draw this table on your paper. Once you have finished, read the previous dialogues again. Identify the bold type expressions and fill in the table below with the question and statement forms of the expressions. I will give you some time to do it. Have you finished? Now your table should look like this. In the first column, we have be going to and would like to. And we also have the category of statement form and question form. Here, in the statement form of be going to, we have two sentences. The first one is, my dad and I are going to go fishing. And the second one is, we are going to practice baking cookies. And in the statement form of would like to, we have one sentence, which is, I think I would like to bake cookies with Riri. In the question form of be going to, we have two sentences. The first one is, are you going to bake chocolate chips cookies like the last time? And the second one is, are you going to go fishing in the river near your house? In the question form of would like to, we have 3 sentences. The first one is, would you like to come with us? And the second one is, would you like to join me to learn baking cookies? And the last one is, what would you like to do on the long weekend? Now, can you see the different patterns between the statement form and the question form? I want you to try to guess the basic rules for each form based on the sentences in the table. So you analyze these sentences and try to figure out the basic rules of the statement form and the question form. If you have done, let us discuss it closely. Here are the patterns of the forms. In this part, we have the statement form, and over this, we have the question form. So the statement form of be going to is subject plus be going to plus simple form of the verb. On the other hand, the question form of be going to is be plus you plus going to plus simple form of the verb. In this statement form of would like to, we have subject plus would like to plus simple form of the verb. While on the question form of would like to, we have would plus you plus like to plus simple form of the verb. We also have another category of the question form, which is the WH question. So the pattern is question word plus would plus you plus like to plus simple form of the verb. Do not forget that the question word is the WH words. Let's take a look at our table. In this statement form column, we can see the pattern. So in the first sentence, the subject is my dad and I, and the verb to be becomes are, and it's followed by going to, and the simple form of the verb is go. We also have another example in the second sentence. The subject of the sentence is we, and the verb to be becomes are, and it is followed by going to, and then followed by the simple form of the verb, which is practice. In the state form of would like to, we also have the same pattern. So the subject is I, and then followed by would like to, and then followed by the simple form of the verb, which is bake. Now, in the question form, the pattern is to be, which is here are, and then you, and then going to, and the simple form of the verb. In the second example, the to be is still are, and the subject is you, and followed by going to, and then the simple form of the verb. Now, for the question form of would like to, it is started with would, and then followed by you, and then like to, and then the simple form of the verb, which is come. And it goes the same with the second sentence. Would, you, like to, and the simple form of the verb, which is join. So for the last sentence, it is a bit different because it is a WH question. So it is started with a WH word, which is what, and then followed by would, followed by you, and like to, and the simple form of the verb, which is do. So for the last sentence, did you get it, everyone? Now let us have an exercise to understand better about the material. So it is exercise time. You'll practice your knowledge by making up short dialogues for the following situations. Read the answer of number 1 as an example. So number 1, you plan to do the biology project at the library after school. You ask your classmate Rina to do it together with you. So the dialogue is, I am going to do my biology project at the library after school. Lina, are you going to do that today too? Yes, I am going to do it today. The sooner we finish it, the better. We can go to the library together. So this is the example. Question number 2. You plan to go to the movie this weekend. You ask several friends to go with you. 2 of your friends definitely agree with you, but the other 2 cannot make up their minds. Use the expressions in the previous section in the conversation. And the third question. School holiday is coming soon. You plan to go to your grandma's house in the country. You want to find out what your friend is planning. Use the expressions in the previous section in the conversation. So how do you submit it? Please open the Google form link in the description box and write your answers there. And when is the deadline? Do the exercise before Wednesday, June 3 at 8 p.m. So here is how you are going to do it. Open the link and you will find this page. So you just need to write down your name, and you have all the questions here, starting from the example and question number 2 and question number 3. And when you have finished, just click submit. It's easy, right? You have plenty of time to finish it. And now we have reached the end of our meeting. But there is one more assignment to do. This will be your homework to be discussed next meeting. So you have to write a short paragraph for each question about your holiday plan. Write the reason for your answers. Use I would like to and I am going to in your paragraph. The first question is, if you are spending your holiday away from home, where would you like to go and why? The second question is, if you stay at home during your holiday, what do you plan to do and why? The submission is still the same, but the deadline is just before our next meeting. So you just have to click the link on the description box and you will find this page. Write down your name and you have all the questions there. Just type your answers and click submit when you have finished. Now it is review time. Let's sum up what we have learned in today's meeting. So we have learned about asking and giving information about plans and its different structures in the statement form and the question form. They are only different in the position of the word be and the word would. So in the expression of be going to, the word be comes after the subject of the sentence if it is in statement form, while in the question form the word be comes before the subject of the sentence, which is you. The same goes to the expression of would like to. So the word would comes after the subject of the sentence if it is in a statement form, while in the question form the word would comes before the subject of the sentence, which is you. This is the end of our meeting. Do not forget to do your practice and your homework, and should you have any question, you can just write it down in the comment section below. So see you next meeting.